Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Here we are again. And I got my Dwemer, a cultist. Yes, I am the Dragonborn.
When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
She's so stupid.
Time to die.
Yeah, I knew I was going to scrap them fools. I'm just not reading the cultist orders yet, though. I'll leave them naked in the street here. Anyway, that's the second part. Based on other things I've done, yes, I am now marked by Mirak, so I got to get over to Solstheim and start cracking some heads. But first, before we go there, as you can see, I'm all kitted out in my Dwarven apparel. New Dwarven plate, and also the Dwarven Dwarven crown, which is a helmet, full-faced helmet that I've already gotten. So I've gotten pretty much everything Dwarven. So now I'm going for what's called Wraithguard and Sunder. But Wraithguard are the gauntlets I need. So as you can see, I'm still wearing the golden gauntlets because I prefer them. I like them. I think they look cool. The golden bone meal gauntlets. But to start Wraithguard and Sunder, which is an anniversary item collection that I'm going for, I got to get those. The gauntlets is what I'm looking for, but I'm going to get both. First thing we have to do is come to the New Genesis Club. It's kind of like a drinking establishment in Windhelm, down in the Dwemer area. So you come in here, and on the bar, there's a couple things, but on the bar there's a note. It says the Lost Caravan's guard note. That's what we need to read. And that starts Legends Lost. And I'll go ahead and read through this, even though my eyes do have floaters, so it's hard to read sometimes. But we crossed into Skyrim under the cover of Ashfall. As anyone knows, we're shipping refugees. Just one in a long line of vagrant caravans escaping the wrath of the Red Mountain. Normally, a story like that would be enough to get us through, but not this time. Now I have been a caravan guard for some time, and I've seen some pretty extensive security measures. Locks, chains, the works. One client even had conjurers summon Daedra to guard his wagon, but even compared to that, this seems excessive. For one, everything has a code name. The cargo, the guards, even the horse. As far as the caravans, to keep it familiar, we've been given a name for one of the great houses. Of course, some of the guards didn't like that part. One of the new bloods said he'd rather bend the knee to a guar than wear the name of a house dress. But the captain Indos brought him in line with the point of his blade, and the rest followed. You'd think the Red Year would unite us, but it seems that the old scars that haven't healed, and the old scores that haven't been settled. But at the end of the day, none of that matters. The job's the job. Like the captain said, at least they didn't name us after the boots. We've also got several decoy caravans heading out through Skyrim, all the way to some undisclosed location in Hammerfell. But since that's not enough, each caravan will meet up at the preset checkpoints and swap their items out. That means different decoys traveling different paths every step of the way. With the refugee garb, they said we should blend in right in, and on the off chance we don't, we've got runners set to flee to the next village, hidden compartments, anything you can think of. Still, if you ask me, this all sounds like a waste of time. I'm no scholar, but those 2 bits of cargo don't look like anything special. Just a fancy way to bash some poor flaw's head skull in with the chaos of bleeding out of Vardenfell. We had it made it to Windhelm without so much as a paper cut. Come morning, we're heading out west along the river towards the Nightgate Inn. If all goes well, we'll reach the mountain pass by the midday. Still, we get there sooner if not for all the stops. So you have this note that the guard basically makes a complaint that everything is taking too much and they're putting too much effort into hiding what is going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out and follow the path of this guard and figure out what exactly is going on. So he said this is right after the Red Mountains, so this has been a minute. So we're going to get out here and get this done. So hope you guys enjoy watching Skyrim. This is a collection series that I do, and the collections are all the unique items in Skyrim. This happens to be an anniversary edition collection. And if you go back through my collection, I've got like over 100 videos of collections in Skyrim. So that's how many things are actually included with the anniversary edition, and also just in general. There are some things that just you cannot reproduce, and that especially with armor and weapons, that's the one thing that makes them unique to me. If I can't make it in the forge, if it can't be mass produced, it's collectible. And sometimes most times they also have unique names. If it has a unique name, that makes it collectible. But I'm the Dwemer freaking, I don't think I call him Dwemer King. What do I call this guy? He's the Dwemer Officer, the Dwemer Archivist. He's a Dwemer Archivist, so he's interested in anything Dwemer, and the more unique, the better. He's just recently come off of getting the helmet, the Visage of Muzund, and now he is headed off to get Wraithguard and Sunder. Wraithguard is a pair of gauntlets that will basically be a part of his outfit. Sunder is another weapon. He doesn't actually use a hammer, but he probably will start investing points just because kind of fits the motif of being an archivist. You can't really be an archivist if you don't archive everything that exists out there. And he is a bit of a beast too. I made him that way on purpose. One, because some of these things he's really got to do by himself, often on his own. He's not running with a follower right now. Actually, I did have a follower and he got left behind. I don't know where he went to. He wandered off. He's got some stabs behind. Tedros Salerno. Either he got killed or he's taken off. I don't know which. I think he just took off. I might have hit him by accident and he freaking got mad and left. Or I could have killed him, so I don't think I did, but he just, I went through one door and he didn't follow, so I don't know where he went. That was when we were off getting the Visage of Muzund. I haven't taken another follow though, so if he shows up all of a sudden, then you know what happened. I think I can make it without him though. Not really think I can. I'm pretty sure I can. I'm already on Legendary, and he's actually, let me make sure I'm still on Legendary, because I switched characters. I don't know if I was with my other character. Yeah, Legendary. Yeah, we're Legendary, but not survival mode. We're just Legendary, because I am going to jump to points. It's just where I'm going right now, there's no point. I haven't been up this way. As you can see, there's a black... Oh, there is one that I could have jumped to. What is that? Oh, I could have jumped right here next to it. Sorry about that. Yeah, there are other enemies around, so somewhere. That's alright. It's just right up here. Besides, I like riding my Dwemer horse anyway. So getting up here, we might have to fight some seducers too on the way. No, I've already fought them. I've already beaten Saints and Seducers. That's why I've got the Golden Saint Sword. So this is a, when you do Saints and Seducers, let me kill this freaking thing. So Some of the monsters, I have a thing called Monster Mod in here, and some are just annoying as hell. Like these druids and nagas. Nagas are flying snakes. Yeah. I don't do this with every character, but he is kind of a special case because he's kind of had to go a lot of this on his own. So he has been going around and kind of rocking the house. Not carrying everything, but these do, just so you know, that if you do Saints and Deducers, the stuff that's at the sites will respawn. So once you do it the first time, you always get respawns of equipment, stuff like that that was already there. Which is kind of nice. You really need that bowl, but I know if something's in it. Oh, that's empty. But the stuff that's just sitting there on the table always respawns. Anyway, right over here is where we go to for the caravan. You have to deal with me reading another note. Okay. It happened sometime after we crossed deeper into the mountains, but I swear I could hear singing, tuneless, very quiet, but singing nonetheless. No one believes me, but I bet my bottom Drake that it had something to do with the Dwarven machines attacking us last night. I've never heard these things leaving their ruins, let alone roaming the countryside, going after travelers. But it's almost if they were drawn to the music. Tonight we're heading to cargo off to Sandra's caravan. I say good riddance, but the captain says we're going to eventually circle back to Whiterun, which means we could see the cargo again. If that happens, I'm getting off this caravan. I don't care about the gold. I haven't slept for days. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Even now, I can hear that awful singing in my head. I just want it to stop. Okay, that's the caravan guard's note. So we will take that again and look around here real quick. Not too deep. Some stuff we can keep. I'm not trying to carry too much, even though I can carry quite a bit. I'm not overpowered. It's I think I'm like at 800 pounds that I can carry. But that's mostly due to the magic of my armor. So, while it does seem fairly extravagant, it is just what's called. Actually, for most things I see people do with doing the resto loop, most people have higher, like, million point things. I'm not a million point guy. I do have some decent, like my helmet is still 39. My old helmet though is a lot more, but 700, 800, so about 2,200, 2,000 armor rating. Not $1 million stuff though. Look at that. Freaking, that's the one I love about Monster Mod though. It's looks like a griffin. Yeah, Draco Griffin. I got killed up there. That's pretty funny. Let me get my arrows back. Then we carry on. And so I like doing these videos because sometimes I think, I don't know, I think there's some unique takes on doing some things in game. The reason I went ahead and kept riding is because the other one is out in the middle of a field. That's the next one I have to go to. So there's really no simple way to get to it. Even though I went to Whiterun, I'd have to come backtrack. So I'd rather just go ahead and ride straight to it. should be a wandering giant out there, but usually no threats other than possibly some wolves, or you never know, a naga might be out there chasing me. It's a nice early morning ride. I'm going to avoid there because there are bandits in there, even though I'm not in the Civil War. There are bandits. Yeah, I decided to go with an eclectic set for Dwarven Armor, not a traditional set, but I am wearing the Dwarven Plate, which is the Anniversary Edition. And then I'm also going to, when I get Wraithguard, that's why I'll have a set of gloves that kind of is set apart too. So it's, and with the Dwarven Crown, it just makes it fairly unique, because the Dwarven Plate doesn't come with a helmet or gloves. It's just a armor and a set of boots. And like I said, it's out here in the middle of nowhere. Hopefully the giant does not decide to mess with me, although I could kick his butt. I don't really see a need to. So, I mean, it's just a giant. He's just roaming. Okay, seedy guardsman's note. The seedy guardsman. Hold on, let the thing clear here. Telvanni handed the cargo off to us at the checkpoint. It seemed a bit on edge, or they seemed a bit on edge, but they aren't sharing details exactly. Just that they were attacked by Dwarven machines, a bunch of useless fetchers, all of them. We also had a surprise visit from Halan, the Halu caravan. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm bad with Skyrim names. I just have to deal with that. Sorry about it. The whole crew was an odd bunch, more scholars and farmers than warriors, I'd say, but a few were just my type. I tried to chat it up with a fetching raven-haired girl, but she kept those sultry red eyes fixed on the cargo as it changed hands. In any case, the main package is secured, but their fear that it was damaged during the transport, oddly, the Halu captain didn't seem too concerned about it. He and the boss talked for a bit by themselves. I tried my luck with the raven-haired tart once more, and she told me her name was Villain. She's the villain. She asked whether Captain Indes or Inodes would be at the next checkpoint. I told her no, but the truth is I didn't even know. I don't know why she cared anyway. Their cargo is a decoy. The real package is going to Induro at the next stop. Once that's delivered, I'm hearing that we might stop for a day or two in Whiterun to get our bearings. The captain of the Induro caravan is a Nord, and he mentioned heading over to the Hall of the Dead to pay his respects. That's fine. I'll be paying mine at the tavern. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to buy the sweet little villain a quick drink or a drink. Okay, so he's looking to get hooked up with the girl, but he is no longer here. He's dead. So obviously that didn't help him. And the old caravan, what we got here? Nothing real heavy, just mostly just gems and stuff. Is something attacking me? Something is attacking me. Because my horse ran off. What is it? Frickin' Nagas. Oh, giant got it. Good going, giant. Okay, the next one we are going to have to jump to because it is a little further. Oh, actually it's inside Whiterun is where we gotta go, so. Just skip the middleman and just go straight there. Oh, we have to go in Hall of Dead. Okay, just to warn you, I forgot about going to Hall of Dead. The Hall of Dead in my game is actually, this is a horror version of Skyrim. So there is some horrific things, not just the monsters outside, but there's monsters that hide inside. In the Hall of the Dead, I have a mod that comes out randomly. Sometimes it occurs, sometimes it doesn't. But it is called the Pumpkin King. Now, Pumpkin King is this freaking ghoul that comes running out in a set of red armor, vampire armor with a big pumpkin head that has many eyes on it. So you probably don't be surprised it's not just a couple of skeletons in the Hall of the Dead. You're actually gonna have to see me fight the Pumpkin King. I don't think it will be a big battle. Let me make sure I have my best sword though, because he is a beast. Most of my local characters, I'll end up running out of the thing and letting him chase me. But when he chases me, he ends up getting killed by the guards. But he usually will kill anywhere from 10 to 20 people outside. So I usually don't drag him out unless I have to, unless I'm a low level and I just need to get in here for some reason. There are some other things in here, like a bag of gold. A book that gives me better blocking chance, a little bit of experience. Another little bag of gold. I'll just take everything, I can sell it anyway. I can sell it while I'm out the door. But now going down for this, and there he goes. Come on, Pumpkin King. Now this Pumpkin King, he's got cursed sweet rolls, but his head is actually a wearable piece of armor. And then also he's got some red. I don't think any other vampires have the red version of the Pumpkin King robes, so I do have a Pumpkin King character that runs around with a freaking head like that, which I think is funny. Anyway, the caravan cards note. Okay. Give a second, so I can see everything. We met with Sadras and picked up the cargo. At least the captain seemed in better spirits, but the others looked exhausted. To make matters worse, the air was flush with news about a caravan who didn't make it, sieged by Dwarven automatons on the road to Whiterun. My worry is such fears will find their way into the minds of my men, especially when the details of their stories seem to corroborate. It only serves to throw more kindling on the flame. Hopefully the other captains have a plan. We've had a few deserters already and will need every available body if these attacks continue. It'll be difficult to convince the men to leave the safety of the caravan for the terrors of the unknown. Even safety of the tavern for the terrors of the unknown. Even without this Dwarven nonsense, the road ahead will only get more perilous, given the copious bandits, wolves, and other dangers on the road. Captain Inodes asked us to take a detour with the Dres caravan to Falkreath. Staying off the main road might provide us some cover. So there we have that part of the story. So we take his thing here and we press on. This is also the location of a Bear's Eye stone, but I'm not going to pick it up. But it's over here if you ever need one. So we got to go down to Falkreath. So let me go see if somebody's open to sell some of this stuff off real quick as I run. Sell off any excess stuff. Okay, hold on 1 second. I gotta hurry this along. course, it's not
I don't
super
claim to be the
fast.
best. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
That's not a normal Daedric sword. That's the sword of the Pumpkin King. It can't be smithed. It can't be improved. It's just, that's what it looks like. I'll put them back in my house at some point.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need it.
And now we go down to Falkreath.
See a dog out there. The next time. Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
And this one is right up here off the road. You see it's another bandit attack. And this is the crystal. You need that later. And Villeneuve's letter. Villain's letter. Okay, she says, Enidos, the reports are right. Wraithguard and Sunder are singing, sending a signal out to anyone that might be listening. I don't know how, but I think I know why. The tools were meant to be used on Nemidium. It makes sense that they would never be allowed to leave Morrowind. To ensure this, Kagrenac must have put a failsafe system. If the tools were ever stolen, drones would be activated across Tamriel to recover them. The drones would then store them items in the vault until the tonal architect could fetch them. Unfortunately, it is suspected that information was enough for some of the captains to betray us and change course. They are no longer care about the artifacts or the job. They consider the cargo to be a death trap and they are taking measures to unload it. Your caravan might think they were carrying the tools, but Sadris and Halu swapped them before we ever got to Whiterun and intentionally gave them up to the retrieval drones. Fortunately, I managed to track the drones back to a vault near Winterhold that the locals call the Sightless Pit. I've also discovered the vault can be opened with a attunement crystal, which I've sent along with this letter. As I am no warrior, I dare not venture inside without you. Hopefully this as he reaches your party in time, for I know we are of like mind. As a scholar, I want to see the artifacts delivered to my master, and you have always been someone who does not shirk his duty. I have faith that you and your crew can return north and repair this mistake, Villain. So, Villain got killed. The guy never got to buy her some mead, and Now we are going to go take revenge and get the items back. Not for delivery to her master, but for me to keep. So here we go. We're going up to Winterhold now, to the Sightless Pit. Now once the Sightless Pit starts, it's pretty much, this is the final phase of the quest. And it doesn't take too long. I knew this would take a minute, but I should be able to get this through this relatively quickly. But we have to head back here first. So we're going to have to fight some people on the plane. Usually you do when you come up here onto the plane. You have to fight somebody, some random encounter or creature. I'll do what I can to make it fast. It looks like it's going to be looks like it's going to be the Fallmore. No, those are those are storm cloaks. I don't know what they're doing, but I know what he's going to try and do. I know it might be a little bit overkill, but sometimes it's refreshing just to play the game and not be like at odds to beat the monsters. Just to ride along and kind of get the things you want and do what you need to. Okay, this is the Sightless Pit. Okay, this is the one where I start. This is okay, so I need to jump in this hole in the ground. And that's what pretty much is. Sightless Pit is just a hole in the ground. And sightless means that you know who it means. It means that we're going to be in here fighting some Falmer. Because Falmers love to, even though they're winter elves, they like to be under, or winter mer, they like to be under the ground and run around blind, messing with people that come looking for things. Okay, the purse and anything stored just here. I don't know if there's anything specifically I need. Oh, it's a tankard. And just this wheel of cheese. That's just wine. And some potatoes. Okay, that's it. And then we just have to jump down here. He didn't have the good decency to have a bit of gold on him. Okay. Uh-oh, topsy-turvy land. I don't know where he's screaming from. Somebody's screaming at me. I don't know where he's at, though. He didn't land on the trap, though, so... Oh, here he is. like the reason I went with the golden weapons from Saint Seducers is because while I like the dwarven weapons, they're pretty blasé. They've been done over and over again. So, like in my normal game, I do all dwarven. But since this is an anniversary edition game, I use the things from anniversary edition. I do have to hurry up though because my wife had other plans for my morning activities. I play the game until she wakes up and catches me. And then I have to hurry through and get everything done. So that's another reason I play this guy, because if it ever does come to that, if I need somebody who can get through quickly, he is the guy, or one of the guys. I don't do this with every character. What I have a random roll when I make characters. So randomly they can get, I can't search that one. You know, the random roll means certain characters can do certain things. And that way I'm not always playing the same character. I've even got one going right now that doesn't do any crafting or improvements. He's just doing it just bare. And he's a witch hunter, which is kind of interesting. Because basically everybody I'm hunting out classes me. This area right here, you gotta just get through it to get to the back. And actually where you get to the Wraithguard and Sunder is actually at the very end. That's a nasty looking one, isn't he? He's a nasty looking sod. I don't even know what sod means. I just made that up off the top of my head. I have to look it up and see if it means anything specific other than a patch of grass. You guys are bringing the works today, huh? There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not indestructible though. I've been, I could be killed. It's just, there would have to be a lot of them piling up on me. That's what I've always said to people that do like million damage. It's like, okay, dude, you could stop like at 700 or so, or, 2,000. You don't need a million. It might look cool, but there's a cap on armor, actually. I think it's 650 is the cap. No matter what the number says, 650 is like the cap. Like that right there, that's something that could take me out. You see, I took some damage from it. I do heal, but he definitely damaged me before I got to him. Okay, it's not too hard. I just gotta go up here, take these guys out. Yeah, like too many guys shooting at me at one time would definitely get me. That guy was doing some damage to me. Like I said, I heal, but it's not like super fast. I do have my main character that I started the survival mode. He's like Wolverine. He heals like immediately. But I've still some of the mods that I've added. It does not matter what your level is, the ability to take damage is, you can still get taken down. Did I come up this way? I did not come up this way. But I don't see anything I really need, so let's go ahead and hurry through. Yeah, just basically it's just this one chamber you gotta get through. And there's a puzzle with the final chamber. So if you're watching this and you're gonna watch all the way through the end to see how I get through, There's a puzzle at the end that'll tell you how to turn the what's called to make it open the puzzle to open it up. I won't leave you hanging. I won't rush through it so you don't see. Try to make it as clear to the point as possible. When I do my Argonian, I like the former armor on Argonians. So when I do my Argonian build, I'm going to do all former armor the whole way through. I'm pretty sure I've already destroyed one of those, but I'll take it along anyway, just in case, because I can carry it, so I can just sell it if I can't break it. Now this is the tricky point. We're almost at the end right here, right? So you come out here, and you will go out this door is the exit. Okay, all you can do is, activate the door bar, and then you can go outside. You open the door, and it'll take you out to Skyrim. You end up going outside. That's the escape hatch. However, it's deceptive because to get the Wraithguard and Sunder, you have to go around here. The very first time I went through, I missed this. It was like, okay, I have no idea how I missed those. I was already outside, but you have to come here. You put the little device in that opens it up, and then you come here, and now you get to where you've got to use. I have a map that I made, there's a number of valves we have to open in here, and the monsters come out or the automatons come out as you open the valves. So it's not a complete walk in the park, but it's not super bad, not too much that you can't handle. Lower level characters, though, I have gotten killed in here before, so just be mindful of that. You got to figure a way to open it up. So Sunder and Wraithguard are in the middle down there on a little table or pedestal. So you have to come over here and start with this one. This is number 1. Okay. You do number 1 first. You activate the valve. It says restore the steam, restore the valve system. So now we have to go around to the valves and open them. So the very first ones we have to do, start over here. It doesn't tell you exactly, but it's okay, 1, okay, and then again 2, and then 4, 5, 6. It's like you're opening a big vault. You come back here. 7. And this is a little funky here. 8. 9. 10. 11. And 12. This is this side, so here comes the creations. Also, when I use this guy, it actually helps, I think, when I make the video, because it's not me. You don't lose track of what you're doing, because I've already killed the creatures that I needed to, and I could go right on to the rest of the puzzle, which is on the other side. And you remember you stopped with 12 on that side, so that's the right side. I call it the right side, was right from the door when I came in. So the left side, it doesn't tell you, I mean it points, but it doesn't tell you exactly which one to do first. So it tells you this one, but not how many times. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There it goes. So 22 things that you have to solve. And then you guys know the deal. Now the big boss is going to come out. Big boss comes out. Come over here. Whoa, the big nasty guy. Okay. If I defeat the messenger. Okay, we defeated the messenger. We come back and search his chest. And we have opened up Wraithguard and Sunder. So you come down here to the middle and activate Wraithguard and Sunder. You complete the quest. Now I do have to go and smith Wraithguard, but this is what we came here for. Wraithguard, a pair of gauntlets. That's what they look like. So I'll take a picture of that, and then we just got to escape. I'm not going to worry about escaping, or we can go ahead and escape. It's no big deal. It's not really anything to it. And I made that look probably far easier than it is in real life. The very first time I did it with a lower level character, and it's like, how do I do this? Where do I go? So these are the things I show you guys are definitely trial and error. You can't take the box back. It just stays right there. So he is going for another item for Dwarven, but the other Dwarven thing he's going for is called the Black Bow of Fate. The Dwarven Black Bow Fate, but that's back on Solstheim, so he's going to do that when he goes back and does the Dragonborn. So there we go, we're back out. I'll get to my horse and we'll pop right over to Solstheim because there's nothing else to do here. And it's closer to the Black Bow Fate anyway that I have to get, so that's why I went over here. Let's go ahead and save in the market over here, but that is it. That's Wraithguard and Sunder. Oh, I didn't show you Sunder. I'll show you Sunder, but this is mostly focused on Wraithguard and wearing Wraithguard. So I don't know if this causes like Dwarven automatons to continually come after you. I don't know if that's true, but anyway, we're here. So, a little bit dark, but like I said, if you're interested in different Dwarven items, there's quite a few, and you can tell Wraithguard is actually a little bit darker color metal than mine. So that's something to consider if you want to wear them or not. But I'm going to wear them because I wear kind of an offset anyway, so I don't mind. And also, just so you know, Sunder looks like this. This is Sunder. Sunder is a warhammer. It's a one-handed warhammer, and it does 5 points of frost, fire, and shock damage each, and does 15 points of damage, stamina, and magicka. Also, I need to get, there's another dwarven item that I need to get from the mage college. It's called Keening, and that is a dagger that is matched to Sunder. You get more damage out of Sunder if you have Keening as well. So it's a little lore knowledge, but what we came here for and what we got today was Wraithguard. So I hope you guys enjoyed the channel. Please come back and watch it again. I'll be out here to do collections. My next collections, I'm at the end of the armors list, so I'm actually going to go through now and collect all of the anniversary edition armors through the game. So I'm going to go through getting those. But I hope you guys enjoyed the channel. Please come back, watch again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a good day.